Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The short hands, it's Moffitt. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The play action fake. Pulls it in. It's Bohannon. Missouri wants to go fast. Back to pass. It's Barnes. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Quick completion to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This crowd knows when to bring it. On third down, he drops the throw. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. That looked like it had a chance to be good.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Past the stakes, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line.
Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback may change this route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Evans. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is spotted on the 6. It'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, the offense just trying to outflank the defense with a little push pass to a speedy wide receiver and see if they can get him on the perimeter, but just too much speed and awareness on the defensive side of the ball. Now sets up 4th down.
4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Got a little space. And now the offense will come onto the field again. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can...
Oh, he's got some space. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were... about this before the game. How is this... going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively. You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Offense changing the play. So first down here as they go back to work. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. The hands, the feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the air, it's Barnes. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line and a little more room to operate. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Cradles it at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Wants to adjust the pattern. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Looking to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Thanks to grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Barnes. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First two drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on third down, now setting up fourth.
Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Lofts one high indeed. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to go up top on first down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. There he goes. Touchdown.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
The snap sets up the throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. We'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Smith takes the handoff. Open space at the 25. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Power football with the run. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. They come up with their 2nd safety of the game. You don't see that very often.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Clemens. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Smith. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Looking to throw, it's Ellis. Going to try to get it himself. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Man, did he have a read on that one and almost had the pick. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Off play action. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Headed to the end zone. And they're in for a touchdown. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses at it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next deployment. This one's over.
Looking for the 2-point try. snaps it in the shotgun. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to pass, it's Barnes. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do.
He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Well, he did a great job finding a crease on that two-point play. He gets it in, and the offense comes away with 8 points on the drive.
He'll bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. To the air, it's Barnes. Finds a tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Trying to take it back. Inside the... No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Might be changing the route. Going right to work up top. Using his legs to buy some time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Moffitt. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Moffitt. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it behind the line. It's Moffitt. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front seven. They're able to fight off the blocks on that third down screen play, make the tackle. Now it's setting up fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Moving away from pressure. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Mic muted. Oh shit, my mic been muted the whole time. I done said what's up and some more shit. Forgot I was on 2K trying to, you feel me, and shit and whatnot.
a second down play. Looking to fire.
Everybody got to get to that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset. I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good player.
Yeah, Mo.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete.
Set.
They're still seeing
Come on.
matchups they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
Come on, man. Oh, my gosh. No way he got there. Set. Come on. Mo. Like, knock it off. Like, goodness gracious. Get the fuck out of here.
He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there.
Set, Mo.
TFL.
Fires one high and deep.
Hey.
He's got it in more than enough.
Oh, my gosh.
Ball is loose. And the ball
Oh.
it is a turnover and a touchdown.
Man.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
Come on.
Wide receiver going in motion.
Mo.
Touch pass on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Set.
Gets the back
Come on.
moving.
Mo.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the
The
end
no.
zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has
Some more.
and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense
What the fuck I was thinking?
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if
Yo, MoMoney, welcome to the stream.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done.
Everybody got to get to that sack round here.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Yeah, of course.
Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now this offense will take the field again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out,
find
my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He might want another play.
Samo.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9.
And then it's like, what is that? Man.
Is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time defense played it great and the play went nowhere.
Samo.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Oh, they're after him. And
Everybody got to get to that side.
How about this defense? No mercy. Listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
To the air on 2nd down.
Man.
He's got his man.
Man. Oh, my gosh.
An explosive play. The passing game has him on the doorstep. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Trying to punch it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Do you just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability.
Get up.
And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. From the
Samo.
line on 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. He wants to change this route.
Mo.
Looking to throw on third. Finds his man. It's Smith. And it's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mo.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. It's a running room. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. So after the huge chunk play, they got it first and goal from the 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a good solid pickup for the defense puts him down. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
Mo.
Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Next going for the goal line. And they're going to another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? Gets it.
And the defense
so close.
No pickup at all on that play. Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pressure coming.
Everybody got to get to that side.
Of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Might be calling a hot route.
Mo.
Looking for a man. It's Ellis. Unloads to the wideout.
Hey. Good throw. Good throw. The no.
Another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Oh.
Bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Man. Man. That's like 3. Gotta be. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Get your ass the fuck over here.
Ow!
All right, 7 to week.
Huh? What'd you say? Bam.
What's up, girl?
Can you turn the heat on?
On?
Yeah.
Bet. I'm hungry.
What do you want me to do?
Start twerking.